Ashley Hollis wins Big Brother 27, $750,000 prize, bio and 6 facts to know. Ashley Hollis, a 25-year-old attorney and Georgetown graduate, won Big Brother Season 27, taking home the $750,000 grand prize. Using a strategic, under-the-radar gameplay, she survived 83 days of alliances, competitions, and drama. Reality TV has a new queen, and her name is Ashley Hollis. The 25-year-old attorney etched her name into television history by winning Big Brother Season 27, taking home a life-changing $750,000 grand prize after spending 83 intense days inside the iconic house. Big Brother 27 Finale Recap. The 3-part finale of Big Brother 27 delivered every ounce of drama fans hoped for. Hollis outplayed her fellow finalists, Vince Panaro and Morgan Pope, securing victory with a commanding 6-1 jury vote. Vince Panaro finished as runner-up, earning $75,000. Morgan Pope was eliminated just before the final jury decision. The finale tested endurance, memory, and strategy, and Hollis's clutch performance in the last head of household, HOH, challenge sealed her fate as champion. Ashley Hollis' winning strategy. What set Hollis apart was her calculated, under-the-radar gameplay. Unlike many contestants, she avoided early competition wins that could make her a target. Instead, she focused on building strong social bonds, gathering information quietly, striking only when absolutely necessary. Her patience and subtlety paid off, allowing her to fly under the radar until the moment she needed to make bold moves. 6 facts about Ashley Hollis, Big Brother 27 winner. Georgetown Law graduate. Before stepping into the Big Brother house, Hollis completed her law degree at Georgetown University. Her legal training sharpened her analytical thinking, negotiation skills, and ability to read people, all of which translated seamlessly into strategic gameplay. 2. Nearly evicted in Week 1. Her journey almost ended before it began. In the first week, Hollis was nominated for eviction due to a house controversy nicknamed Showergate. Facing elimination, she saved herself by winning the power of veto, ensuring her safety. 3. Only one HOH win, but at the right time. Remarkably, Hollis didn't win a single head of household, HOH, competition until the final round. That one victory proved crucial, as it gave her the power to evict frontrunner Morgan Pope and bring Vince Panaro to the final 2, a decision that secured her win. 4. Friendship with a Big Brother alum. Hollis is close friends with Hannah Chadha, a popular contestant from Big Brother 23. Having someone familiar with the pressures of the show likely gave Hollis valuable insight before she entered the house. 5. A clutch competitor. Despite avoiding frequent competition wins, Hollis always came through when it mattered most. From saving herself in Week 1 with the veto to winning the final HOH, she proved she could perform under pressure. 6. Personal background. Born on December 14, 1999, Hollis entered the house at just 25 years old. Outside of reality TV, she works as an attorney, balancing professional maturity with youthful energy, qualities that made her both relatable and formidable in the game. Other Season 27 highlights. America's favorite houseguest, Keanu Soto won the title with 65% of fan votes, earning $50,000. The mastermind twist. Viewers were shocked when the season's saboteur turned out to be not 1 but 3 past Big Brother veterans, Jesse Goddard, Frankie Grande, and Eric Stein, rotating secretly throughout the game. Big Brother 27 interviews. Keanu Soto, America's favorite houseguest. Congratulations to Keanu Soto for winning America's favorite houseguest on Big Brother 27 with a wildly huge 65% plus share of the millions of votes. That's just incredible and a massive lead. Keanu's companions in the top 3 for AFP were Rachel and Will. Now considering our own poll showed Keanu with a very similar lead in the votes, I'd say that once again our polling has shown its strength. So what does Keanu have to say for his game and how does he attribute what he did this season for that mighty win? We've collected up his interviews from several major outlets so you can watch and ready what he had to say about the experience on Big Brother and what it was like to win AFP. Mike, you looked surprised, to say the least, when you found out you had won America's favorite player, especially with a commanding 65% of the vote. Give me your reaction in that moment. Keanu, yeah, man, wow. That was very nice, very validating, for lack of a better term. Coming in here, I said, winning doesn't mean anything if I have to change who I am as a person to do it. Obviously, I didn't win, but I definitely feel like I did, being validated by so many people voting for me, and just who I am as a person, man, that felt really, really good. Bloom, there were a lot of calls from fans this season to try to get you on the challenge? Would you have any interest in doing that or any other shows now that you've kicked off your reality TV career? Keanu, I had a conversation with Rachel. I think it was the same conversation that allowed me to kind of open up to her. She had asked me why I was here. I gave her my answer, and then I asked her, why are you here? And she was like, well, you know, in this business, your days are numbered. And so you take every opportunity that you can get. And that meant a lot to me. So I didn't know what I was going to get coming out of here. But obviously, I was received relatively well. I like to think I would get other opportunities, such as the challenge and other things. And I plan on taking every opportunity. That makes sense for me. Now I know you had a certain reaction to the zingbot of it all, and the idea that your friendship might be perceived as something more. Did that change the way you viewed your dynamic at all? And how do you anticipate your relationship being now that you're out of the house? It's a great question. I mean, I know when the zingbot happened, everyone saw my face. I was actually shocked. I did not think that that was the perception. I know my intentions. I know that it was strictly platonic. It was strictly a friendship. So when I heard that, I just had a lot of questions. Like it's as if I was a cartoon character. I had question marks floating above my head, like, what the hell is going on in this house? As if I didn't think this house was already crazy enough. What is happening? Because him and I have had conversations about his girlfriend and their plans and things like that. So I was just very shocked. However, from my perspective, it is strictly platonic. We are just friends, and outside of this house, a friendship is going to resume, if that's something that he'd like to continue. If not, then it's a game. At the end of the day, he did win 4 hoes. I won vetoes and hoes. It made sense for both of us to play the game together. We'd be silly not to, because that was a tactic for me as well. I remember when I took the veto and used it on Ava, I told him, if you don't put Laura on the block, we can't work together anymore. That just wasn't gonna be something that was going to help my game moving forward, was not working together. So as far as I'm concerned, because I can only speak for myself, it is a strictly platonic friendship. I want to talk more about that Lauren move. Because we saw you pursue it relentlessly, and really use the judges' jury votes as a cudgel to get Vince to not put up Ashley. Was that truly why you were pushing for it, or did you have other motives? It was both. It was definitely for the judges, because the other replacement nominee was Ashley, and she was in the judges. And he kept worrying about what the jury was going to think. And I'm like, well, let's bring it back to day 60, when Rachel left because you decided to pick Lauren over the alliance. If you want to show the jury that you are willing to say, I'm going to put the alliance first this time. Because this is your chance to do it. Of course, that was a benefit for me. Because Lauren was coming after me, and I knew that his reaction wasn't as strong as mine was when he was on the block. So I knew there was something about potentially him and Lauren going to the final 2. But I was like, you know what? This is the move I need to make. I'm going to buy favor with Ava, and I'm going to make sure that Lauren gets on that block. And if she is there on eviction night, I am going to vote her out. And tough luck if it's on your hoe, because I want her gone. And luckily, everything kind of worked out. Kelly left, Keanu got to stay. Because that was initially what I really wanted, was Keanu to stay. and then I went ho, and she got to go home on my ho. So it worked out nonetheless, but that was definitely a move for the judges, but more importantly, for me. But that's the thing. It was also to help him. I mean, he wanted to know how he could regain jury votes. You had people say that you had Lauren goggles on. So show them that you don't have Lauren goggles on, you know? From our perspective, it really seemed like, once you were nominated and lost your beloved wall comp, a switch flipped in you. Talk to me about going on that competition run, and did that affect the way you played the game at all? Wow, you have great questions. I love these. So first, when it comes to the vote, I mean, it was terrifying. That was my first time on the block coming into eviction night. And I knew the votes were close, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. But I knew when I survived that I was given a second chance, because that was the closest vote of the season, aside from the tie that we saw that Vince broke to send Kelly home. And so I knew with that, and I knew when I went into wall comp, the drive that I wanted to win. And I literally slipped, and just to fall and be a have-not, I mean the irony, it was actually quite hilarious. I was like, oh my god, of course that happens to me. But I knew how bad I wanted to win the wall comp that I just felt like I needed to start proving myself. Because, I mean, the first half of the game, everyone kept talking about, you'll have to peel me off that wall. I'm not losing. And I just face plant and just eat it, and I just fall right into a have-not. And it was just like, I'm sure America loved it. It was probably hilarious. And I was even laughing at myself after a while. But I just knew that after both of those extreme lows, because it was a low of almost not staying in the house and then a low of not winning a competition that I wanted to win so bad. I had to prove to myself, not even the other house guests, that I could win competitions. I didn't come here to just be a social player. I came here to be an all-around, well-rounded player, and the only way I could prove that was to start winning. You said it perfectly. As I started winning, my momentum started picking up. It was kind of how I think about how I run track in college. I was a 200 runner. When you start, you really get those power steps. And once you go, it's just like you take off, and that's just kind of how it was. The momentum was going, and I won when I needed to. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. When you're talking about my accolades, I'm like, oh my god, did I really do that? That's just crazy. The feelings that I have in knowing what I was able to do and make history, it feels far worth more than $750,000.